today's topic is radiochemistry and radiopharmaceuticals. So there are several terms in this chapter. So in this session we will describe about that terms. So first is radionuclide. Guys, actually what is radionuclide? So radionuclide is the radioactive nuclide. It is the radioactive nuclide. As we all know, if the energy is high, then stability will be low. Okay, so in this radioactive nuclide, it contains the unstable nucleus. Unstable nucleus because it has the excess of energy, and that excess of energy is emitted in the form of ionizing radiation. In the form of ionizing radiation. Okay. Example of radionuclide: alpha, beta, gamma. So radionuclide is the radioactive nuclide which has the unstable nucleus because of its excess of energy, and it emits that energy in the form of ionizing radiation. Example: alpha, beta, gamma. Next, properties of radionuclide. See, radionuclide is also called as radioisotope. Okay. So first property, excess nuclear energy. Okay, and this energy is emitted in the form of ionizing radiation. Second is unstable nucleus because of excess of energy. And next, it is used for diagnosis, treatment and research in case of nuclear medicine. In case of nuclear medicine. Then if it has the unstable nucleus, so it dissipates the excess of energy by spontaneously emitting the ionizing radiation. And there are some properties just like activity, half-life, then energy, decay. Okay, so these are the actual properties of radionuclide which we can measure. Next is radioactive decay. Decay, it means disintegration, and radioactive decay, it means disintegration of a radionuclide. Okay, so in what happens in radioactive decay? This is the spontaneous disintegration of a unstable nucleus into the slightly lighter nucleus. See, unstable nucleus has excess of energy and slightly lighter nucleus has lower energy. So the energy difference between this unstable nucleus and slightly lighter nucleus will form the radiation in the form of electromagnetic radiation. Okay. So one formula for this is A is equal to A naught e raised to minus lambda t, where A is the activity at time t, A0 is the initial activity, minus lambda is the decay constant, and t is the time period. Next is half-life of radioactivity. So half-life, it means it is the time period. So it is the time period which is required for the decay or disintegration of 1/2 of the sample, and that sample is radioactive sample. So there is one formula for T half, that is NT is equal to n naught e raised to minus lambda t, where n0 and t is the number of radioactive particles at time t, n0 at time 0, that is initially, minus lambda is the that constant, decay constant, and t is the time period, and one formula is t half is equal to 0.693 divided by lambda, as we already know. Next is specific activity. Now what is actually specific activity? It is the activity of the radionuclide. It is the activity of the radionuclide. But why specific? Because activity of radionuclide per mass, per specific mass. So what will be the formula? Formula is A is equal to activity divided by mass. Okay, where lambda Na divided by n, where Na is the Avogadro's constant, and the unit of specific activity is becquerel per gram or Curie per gram. Okay. Now next is becquerel. What is becquerel? Becquerel is the unit of, it is the unit of radioactivity. Okay. Curie is also the unit of radioactivity. Sievert is the unit of equivalent dose. Equivalent dose or effective dose. Effective dose is dose which is required for effective pharmacological action, and Gray is the unit of ionizing radiation dose. Radiation dose. Okay, becquerel is denoted as BQ, Curie as Ci, Sievert is SV, and Gray is G1. Becquerel is named as becquerel because it is discovered by the scientist Henry Becquerel. Henry Becquerel. Okay, and 1 becquerel is equal to 1 disintegration per second. 1 disintegration per second. Okay. Next is relative biological effectiveness, which is also called as RBE. So it is the effectiveness of it can measure how the radionuclide is effective. Okay, so it will be calculated by the ratio of biological effectiveness of one type of ionizing radiation divided by biological effectiveness of another type of ionizing radiation. So if we take example, that is 1 Gray amount of neutrons will produce the greater biological effectiveness. Okay, here we are taking neutrons, and if we will take the 1 Gray of X-ray, then it will produce less biological effectiveness. It has a less biological effectiveness. Okay, so 1 Gray of neutrons produces some effect. 1 Gray of X-ray produces some effect. So the effectiveness of neutron is greater than the X-ray. Next is radioactive purity. So next is radionuclide purity. In simple language, it is the percent of total radioactivity which is present in the stated radionuclide. And what is radiochemical purity? It is percent of stated radioactivity which is present in the stated radionuclide. Only difference is total radioactivity and stated radioactivity. So radiochemical purity, it may change with time because radiation decomposition takes place while we will increase the time. Okay, and it was necessary when test was carried out. Okay.